Hey! Hi, you. Hey guys, we're Seth and Annika, and welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please don't forget to press the subscribe button there and press the bell button beside it so you get notified when we post a new video.
So it's Thursday again, so that means it's True Crime Thursday. Sorry we weren't here last week. It was because we were busy and it was our mom's birthday. So yeah, we were doing stuff.
Belated happy birthday, mommy. So for this video, we're celebrating another birthday and it's my birthday. So it's my birthday tomorrow and we were supposed to bake a cake. But our oven popped and exploded.
Yeah.
So
Muusok siya.
we're here sitting down instead.
Yeah.
Like, we had a lot of ingredients na kanina prepared.
Yeah. And we were gonna make a really, really delicious cake.
Yeah. Sana for my birthday. But, you know, things just happen.
I was excited. So since it's Halloween, we are going to be telling a Halloween true crime case. So
Boom.
this
Nagulat siya.
so this case is about the Candyman. So before anything else, look at her beautiful dress. Oh,
Naomi, come here.
no!
Don't jump. Hello, hey. Hey, you can't jump. It's too high.
So Naomi disappeared. She's gone. She wants to go down now. She's very sleepy, like always. So she's gonna sleep again in her beautiful, beautiful floral dress and her little pigtails. Cause she's cute.
So before we start, we just like to remind you that this is a true crime channel. So we'll be talking about murder and, you know, facts of the case. But we might also post some pictures that may be too disturbing or gruesome for you. So viewer discretion is advised. It's my birthday. Yeah.
Not yet.
Okay, tomorrow. It's my birthday.
So, on the night of Halloween in 1974, two dads named Ronald Clark O'Brien and Jim Bates went out trick-or-treating with their children. So, it was like a really cute trick-or-treat. They were going house to house asking for candy until they went to this house where it looked like no one was there. Like, they kept knocking, ringing the doorbell, yelling trick-or-treat, but no one was answering the door and the lights were off. So, they just moved on. But one of the dads, Ronald, stayed behind and stayed at the house. So they didn't really know what he was doing or like why he stayed at the house. But he came back to the group with 5 21-inch pixie sticks. Like, those are big. How
Okay,
big?
more than that.
Okay, more than that. So it was long. So the kids were like really happy and excited because they're like big pixie sticks and sugar. He gave one to each of the kids. Oh, they're like four. There were four kids, two for Jim and two for Ronald. So he gave a pixie stick to each, and so there's like one left. So their trick or treating was cut short because it started raining. So they walked back home. So when they were walking home, they encountered a 10-year-old boy that Ronald recognized from his church. There may ano pa, diba, like isa pang pixie stick. So he gave that to that 10-year-old boy and said, "Here, you can have it. It's fine." And yeah, the boy was like happy and he went home excited. So the group already arrived to their homes. They said bye to each other and went back inside. So before going to bed, Ronald's children asked him if he could or if they could like eat a candy, at least one, before they go to bed. And Ronald said, "Okay, sure, just one, but you could eat the rest tomorrow." He let them pick the candy, and one of his children, which was named Timothy, picked the pixie sticks. So he was actually having a hard time eating it because, diba, when you eat the pixie sticks, it's powder and it gets wet and the hole is very small, so it won't get out. So he asked help from his dad, Ronald, and he like cut it and did that. Whatever. He helped him.
Tinaktak.
Yeah. So Timothy finished like the whole 21-inch pixie sticks, and then he complained that the taste was like very bitter.
He complained after finishing it.
Yeah, he complained after finishing it that it was bitter. And
Oh,
then his dad gave him Kool-Aid to like wash off the bitter taste. And then after a while, he started to complain that his stomach was hurting, and then he just ran to the washroom and started vomiting and convulsing and stuff.
What's convulsing? Like that?
Yeah. Like that. So Ronald said that he was holding Timothy in his arms, and then the kid just went limp in his arms. Then so they called 911, they called the ambulance, but unfortunately Timothy died less than an hour after consuming the candy, like on the way to the hospital.
He was just like 9, around that age.
Around
So-
that. He was young.
Sad. So the neighborhood heard about Timothy's incident, like what happened to him. So they got scared and returned all their candies and gave it to the police for, to check kung dun ba galing. So in Timothy's in Timothy's autopsy, they found out that he had high levels of potassium cyanide. So fatal amount of cyanide in his system, which caused his convulsion and sudden death. So thankfully, the 4 other pixie sticks were not consumed by those who received them. So that's the 2 children of Jim, the child they met from the church, and the other child of Ronald. They were checking the pixie sticks, and they discovered that the first 2 inches, diba 21? So the first 2 were just cyanide. And that's a lot of cyanide. Like this high, because this is 1 inch, if you didn't know. And this is another, so.
Like that.
So
Yeah, like that. Your thumb.
that's a lot of cyanide. Kaya, mapait talaga. Pero bakit hindi niya na-feel? Like, sa first pa lang niya, ang pait. Hindi niya.
Hindi siya,
Yeah.
siya mag,
So, inubos niya muna bago niya na-feel. Baka sa other side yung. Hindi eh.
Kasi, hindi, you can open a pixie sticks on either side.
So, baka nabuksan niya yung kabilang side. So, matamis pa nung start. Tapos sa dulo.
Surprise!
Yeah, mapait na. Tapos yun. So, di ba they tested the pixie sticks and saw that there was a lot of cyanide in those sticks. And the pathologist said that in Timothy's pixie stick, it had cyanide that was enough to kill 2 adult people. So, like, 2 adults. Bata lang siya, di ba? So, talagang, yeah. And the other 4 had enough cyanide to kill 3 to 4 adult peoples. 3 to 4 adult people. So, it's a lot.
If they were
Yeah.
to consume that,
It's really fatal
it's a
talaga.
lot.
So, since Ronald was the one who got the sticks from the house na walang tao, he was questioned by the police and asked, "Do you remember which house you got these sticks from?" And he can't. But, they were suspicious kasi they only went to 2 streets that night kasi biglang umulan, diba? So, they had to cut the trick-or-treating short. They were in 2 streets lang. So, parang, ba't hindi mo matandaan? Onting house nga lang yun eh. So, during the investigation, they discovered that none of the houses were giving out pixie sticks. So, they got more suspicious of Ronald kasi sa kanya nanggaling yung sticks, but no house was giving that. So, now, connect the dots. So, they asked Ronald again to, saan ba talaga galing yung stick? So, they went around the neighborhood 3 times until Ronald led them to a house na he said he got he got them from. So the police asked Ronald to describe the guy he got the sticks from, and he said that when he was handed the sticks, there were no lights. Like the guy didn't turn on the lights, but he just cracked the door open like a bit lang and handed out pixie sticks. Pero if you went to that house and no lights, wouldn't you be like scared? Oh well, it's Halloween, but
But like,
forget.
it's
Like-
it's it's creepy.
Yeah, like,
Randomly like that.
did you get scared?
No.
Oh, I thought you got scared. And then you just got it. Like, isn't that sketchy? So, diba, he got the sticks. So, he described lang the hand or the arm of the man kasi nga, he didn't see the face. So, he described it as hairy. Nice lead. So, after going around the neighborhood for 3 times, they finally went to a house which Ronald said, this is the house. For sure. 100%. Oh, that's her line. But
That's my line.
yeah, I'm so sure of this house. Like, yeah. Yeah. And then the owner of the house was Courtney Melvin. He was an air traffic controller. So, toot, toot, toot. I don't know. Ang dami na ng bunggo ang airplane with that. Anyway, so he was an air traffic controller, yung may ilaw, ganyan. Come here, land here. Yeah, like that. So he was a suspect kasi nga Ronald said he got the sticks from there. But after 200 people confirmed that he was at work during that time until 11 p.m. on that Halloween night, he was ruled out kasi nga wala siya during that time na nagbigayan ng sticks. Courtney Melvin had a wife and a daughter. So, di ba Ronald said nung binigyan siya ng sticks, yung nagbigay daw, yung kamay, hairy, nung nagbigay. But since it was both were women, yung child ba, babae?
Daughter!
Oh. Courtney Melvin had a wife and a daughter. And di ba si Courtney nasa trabaho nga, like, nagaganon. So, it could have been the wife or the daughter, but Ronald said the arm was hairy yung nagbigay sa kanya. Wrong move, Ronald. Because if it was a wife and a daughter, it would have been, not that hairy unless may bulbul naman. But gets, if
Like,
he knew it was a man's hand. So,
It looked like
Yeah.
it. So yeah.
so he described it as a man's arm. So
That
it
was
could,
hairy.
yeah, it couldn't have been the wife or the daughter. So after digging a little bit deeper,
A little diving.
they figured out that Ronald had an outstanding balance or debt of tin, tin, tin,
Drum roll.
Oh.
Ay.
$100,000 in 1974. So during that time, it was a huge amount of money. Like, you were rich if you have that. So in 2019, it was around $250,000. Just to give a background on Ronald, our suspicious father, he was jumping jobs. Like, in 10 years, he held 21 jobs. Like, 10 years. That's a lot of jobs in 10 years.
That's
Yeah, parang 6 months lang siya per job. No? Yeah. Why do people get him if maybe they didn't
they
care
don't know.
that time or walang resume. I don't know. Basta, he was able to hold 21 jobs in 10 years, which was a lot. But at that time, he was an optician. So, an optician is, hold on, I'll look for it. So, an optician, according to my dictionary, is a person who is, licensed or like authorized to design and dispense lenses. So, for the eyes. Yung, kunyari, yung sa mall, yung mga nasa EO, yung nagpi-fit, ng mga yan. Basta yung nagde-design and authorized to dispense lenses. So, I think you have to have a certificate or something. Like, a proof that you are a true optician. So, he was that. So at that job, he had some issues. Like, he was suspected of stealing. So he was about to get fired. Because,
Almost. Like,
yeah,
on the brink.
marami siyang
Issues.
issues. Yeah. They also discovered that his car was being repossessed by the bank because he had a lot of bank loans. Kaya marami siyang utang. Like, he wasn't able to pay those loans. And, ang dami niya talagang kailangan bayaran.
Financial issues.
Yeah, because he can't hold a job nga. So,
He can't
maybe the salary isn't as high if you keep
needed.
if you keep jumping jobs. And
Yes.
so hindi niya mabayaran yung mga loans niya.
Mm-hmm.
And then the police discovered that he took out life insurances from his children. You know what that means?
Dun 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 dun.
So he took out $10,000 worth of life insurance for each
child.
This was months before the Halloween keme.
Yeah.
Basta, it was months before. So he took out insurances worth $10,000 for each of his children.
Yes. Each of his
Each.
Each.
Period.
Oh, we didn't say the name of the other child. Her name is Elizabeth.
So it's Timothy and Elizabeth. And then they also the police figured out that a few days before the Halloween incident, whatever you call it, murder, he took out an additional $20,000 worth of life insurance on each children. So it's 30-30 now, right?
But if you add 20, it's 50.
20, no, it's...
After they add 20 again, he adds 20 again, then it becomes 50.
No, it's not.
Why?
Why? Is it...
30, 40,
No,
50.
is it 10-10 and then 20-20? Or is it 10-10 and then 10-10?
I don't know.
That's 80.
Why? 10. 10.
Oh, 20. Plus 20-20.
No, I meant 50 for each child.
Okay, again. They discovered that Ronald took out life insurance policies for each of his children. $10,000 for Timothy, $10,000 for Elizabeth. That was in January of 1974. A month before the Halloween event, he took out an additional $20,000, even though the company that he was getting the insurance company didn't want or like had objections to it. He still got $20,000 each, so it's now 30-30. So it's clear because we were so confused a while ago. And then a few days before Halloween, he took out another $20,000 of life insurance. So now it's $50,000 and then 50. So he was like not really covering for like the most.
He's not covering his tracks.
Yeah, he's super obvious about it. Parang gusto niya like
catch me.
The police knows na I did this. So the police asked the wife of Ronald that time, did you know what's the name?
Damien.
We're so sorry.
This is how you spell it.
Okay, it's here. Basta. Sorry we can't pronounce your name. They asked her if she knew about these life insurance policies. Bang! She didn't. So it was just Ronald behind the life insurance policy. So it was, suspicious. Siyempre, he was the one who handed out the stakes. He was the one who got life insurance policies. He was the one who's on the brink of, bankruptcy. I don't know. Yeah, I'm assuming kasi ang dami niyang loans and hindi niya mabayaran. So like it's, adding up now.
Connect the dots.
So there were a lot of evidences pointing to him as if it's not obvious enough. But here's the kicker. The next day,
morning, as in, like, as soon as he woke up.
Natulog lang siya. The next day, after Timothy dies, he calls the insurance company. Hello, how can I get the insurance? Hello. Like, hindi ka man lang nag-intay
Like,
ng...
at least a week,
It's just
2 weeks.
It's frustrating me. Like, hindi ka lang man nag-intay ng ilang days, ilang...
You're encouraging the murderer.
Yeah, but still, like, hello? Parang he's not even covering talaga. Like,
Atat siya.
yeah. I think maybe money does that to you. It makes you kind of stupid. So, he called the insurance company, asked, hello, how can I get the money? Now na, pronto,
ASAP.
stat.
Chop chop.
Yeah. But everything is pointing to him. Like, it can be circumstantial evidence. I don't know the legalities, but parang it's not enough yet to point him in the...
Or like arrest him.
I don't know. Basta, it's not
Enough.
like
Big
it's not evidence like okay, sure that it's him. Like, yeah, he took out insurance policies. He has the motive, but syempre you can't put him there. I don't know. Like, basta I can't explain it. I just think it's not the talagang okay, we got you. Cannot. But the police really suspected him of killing his son, Timothy, after they found out that that Ronald went to a chemical store and looked around but left without buying anything. Kasi he realized,
He was asking.
he asked like, hey, can I buy cyanide? But when the store person, whatever, told him that the clerk or whatever, that the smallest amount of cyanide that he can buy is 5 pounds.
That's a lot.
Yeah, he didn't want. So he just left without buying anything, but it was suspicious. Kaya they believed like
It was him.
Yeah. But they weren't able to pinpoint where and when he bought the cyanide. Like, if he went to another local store or something, I don't know. But they weren't able to find out where and when he got the cyanide he put in the sticks.
Yes.
So the police theorized that he put the cyanide in the pixie sticks to kill his children so that he can take the life insurance because it will cover almost all of his. Oh yeah, it will cover his debt, or that $100,000 debt. They also suspected that he gave pixie sticks to other kids so that it was easier for him to cover up his crime. Like, oh, maraming namatay, bakit sa akin lang pinipinpoint? Like, yeah. So, the police really suspected him. So, he was arrested and brought up to trial.
So he was arrested on November 5, 1974, but his actual trial began on May 5, 1975. Yeah. So in his trial, a chemist that was acquainted with Ronald testified that Ronald contacted him and asked about cyanide and how it could be fatal and what amount is fatal. So like, stupid. And then a chemical supply salesman also testified that Ronald went to his store and asked if, like, how to purchase cyanide, where can he get it, how can he get it, And then friends and coworkers also testified that he has shown an unusual interest on cyanide and how much it could kill someone and how it could kill someone.
Shungangers.
Why are you sharing that with your friends?
Parang he wanted na lahat may alam. Okay, I'm buying cyanide.
And this is how to kill people. I know. And then Ronald's sister and brother-in-law also testified that during Timothy's funeral, he told them that he was going to use the money he got on the life insurance to take a long vacation and use it to buy items.
Wala ba siyang filter sa utak niya?
Wala ba siyang stop button? Like,
common sense. Like,
Stop.
I mean, we're not supporting murderers,
Yeah,
but if
but
you're gonna commit a crime, be smart about it.
yeah. But even after all of these people testified and all of this evidence pointing to him, he still maintained his innocence and said he didn't do anything.
No
No.
one's amused.
No. And then his defense mainly revolved around the urban legend about this mad poisoner that would put poison or like needles or like mini blades inside like candy and give it out to children on Halloween, and then they would die. So, like, yeah, that was his defense. So on June 3rd, 1975, he was found guilty for one count of capital murder and four counts of attempted murder. And he was sentenced to death. So, like, shortly after this sentence, his wife divorced him and she married a new man, and this man also adopted their daughter, Elizabeth. So, according to one reverend named Carol Pickett, he said that the inmates were like they hated him and they despised him because like why would he kill a child? And then he was described to be absolutely friendless. Like nobody liked him at all. Like I get it. So the inmates they petitioned to have this organized demonstration so that everybody could watch on his execution date because they just wanted to express and show how much they hate him. So his first execution date was on August 8th, 1980, but his attorney successfully petitioned for a stay of execution, so it was postponed. And then the second execution date was on May 25, 1982, but it was also postponed. I don't know why, but it was postponed. So the third date, like the third execution date, was on October 31, 1982, and this was scheduled by Judge Michael McSpadden, who personally suggested that he himself would drive Ronald to the death chamber. So this was supposed to be the first time that Texas would execute an inmate by lethal injection. But the Supreme Court delayed or like postponed the date again to give him a chance to give Ronald a chance to pursue an appeal to seek a new trial. So the fourth execution date was scheduled on March 31, 1984, and the attorney of Ronald was petitioning again for another stay, saying that the lethal injection was a cruel and unusual punishment, shouldn't be done, but it was rejected by a federal judge. So, on the midnight of that same day, Ronald was executed by lethal injection. Bye. So, even during the death penalty, he was maintaining his innocence and he said that the death penalty was wrong. And he added, quote, I forgive all, and I do mean all, those who have been involved in my death. God bless you all, and may God's best blessing be always yours. And then during his execution, about 300 demonstrators were there and were cheering and they were yelling, and they were also yelling trick or treat as a joke. And then some of those demonstrators threw or like showered candy over the anti-death penalty demonstrators, like as another joke. So Ronald was buried in Forest Park East Cemetery and Timothy was buried in Forest Park Lawndale Cemetery. So that was the annoying case of the Candyman.
Yeah, it was annoying kasi pinakita niya lahat. Like,
He didn't think it through. He wasn't smart about it.
he was showing off. I want to buy cyanide.
I'm gonna kill people. Why? I mean,
Okay.
we're not encouraging the murderers, but
Yeah, but it wasn't even like,
he didn't think it through.
okay, so at this time usually we bring out our perfect work of art, like mga pastries, ganyan. But today we don't have a cake, so we just
Drawing
put
picture,
it here.
a picture of a random cake.
Yeah. Na I want sana, but I wasn't able to make. Kasi pumutok yung oven namin.
Nabulok.
So expect less baking stuff
Yeah, like
in the
expect
future.
in our future videos, we wouldn't be baking for a while.
So I just want to ask you guys, do you think Ronald killed his children? Or Timothy pala, because he wasn't able to kill the other one. Do you think it was really him? So yeah, we want to discuss with you guys. So please comment if you can. So
I'm back.
she's back.
She's back.
To say goodbye to y'all.
Yeah.
So thank you again, guys, for hanging out with us and listening to us tell you the story of the Candyman.
Yeah.
And happy Halloween. Also, happy birthday to me. Yay! Let's celebrate.
Yay! Stoogs.
So we'll see you again next Thursday at 4 p.m. for another True Crime Thursday. Bye. Boo.